When I released my last video, it was right during the Charlie Kirk incident. I was editing that video for a couple of hours before release, and once I released it, then when I went into YouTube, I realized that I'd gone on, so I felt a bit off doing that, as if I didn't care. Okay, so I decided to just hold back a bit. Although I did make the channel intro yesterday just for something to do. Since somebody else with the channel intro didn't place any monetization on it, so when you come to my channel just on YouTube, it's not just playing an advert straight away. And it were under a minute long, but I did make that anyway. I decided to hold back for a few days. This is another one for the Personal Thoughts playlist. Yeah, there's a lot going off at the moment, isn't there? And I just feel that it's just not the right time to be making videos on stuff I normally make here. So I'm going to speak on this instead. I'm not going to edit it too much, because videos, last few have only been getting 4,000 to 5,000 views. And that, again, I'll say it one more time, it just doesn't make sense. I mean, I could literally show you the analytics of me getting 300 at least subscribers every single month to almost 1,000 some months for the last 3 years, and yet some videos are only making 4,000. Yeah, you might get a few that go 7, 9, 12, right? But the majority are just literally sticking at 4,000. It just doesn't make sense, because obviously some people even watch the videos twice, but they're just not shifting. And these are just videos on megalithics, the final jigsaw playlist. But when it comes to the assassination there, the Charlie Kirk issue, look guys, this has been going to happen for a while, hasn't it? Charlie's just the unlucky one that it happened to, but it will end up being a martyr on this one. It is going to cause a lot of change, right? I realised this straight away. I don't want to, I won't be mentioning this again, because it is going to be causing some division for a while, right? But I think it will rectify itself. But there is no doubt that you have to start at the foundation, of a problem, which is the schools, especially the universities, but, going all the way down to nursery. And we really do have to stamp this out at its core and then work from there. That's what I'm going to say on that one. And then yesterday in Britain, where I am, there was a huge march through London to do with the discontent of just the general public, which are always labelled far right. Fair enough. But the media were making out it were about 100 and odd thousand. Some of them said it were 150. To me, it looked more like, it were over 350,000. It could have been close to 1 million, actually, at one point. Whether or not that'll have any change, because I do remember during the COVID march, it was 1 million, even during when they were going to invade Iraq. That were over 1 million, and that one did nothing as well. But this is something different with the flag issue, the migration, which they changed the wording, didn't they, to irregular migrants, but worse than that. Which really pissed me off is they started calling them asylum seekers. No, these are not asylum seekers. Asylum seekers are people that we fetch over from war zones, right, on planes, and they're not working their way all the way through Europe to then find some boat and work their way over here. And in that boat, it's always about 70 to 80% males between 20 and 35. No, they're not asylum seekers. They want ditching back wherever they've come from.